It was one of the most popular tanning salons in Chicago, but police say the owner was using it to prey on employees and customers.
He is the man who has several women in the Chicago area screaming rape. Mark Winner. Free on the streets. Crime Watch Daily is there after his most recent status hearing. Winner's facing charges on 4 vicious rapes over 6 years. He's pled not guilty to all counts, most of them allegedly perpetrated on customers and employees of his now shut down tanning salons.
I literally became a person nobody recognized. I wasn't me anymore.
She is Leslie Barton, a former career political consultant, and the first woman to step forward and accuse Winner of raping her on top of a tanning bed in his salon.
It nearly completely and utterly destroyed me.
Crime Watch Daily special correspondent Elizabeth Smart knows better than anyone what it is like to be a survivor of violent sexual abuse. At age 14, kidnapped, raped, and tortured over 9 months while police searched for her. Today, she is a champion.
You're shaking. It's okay. No one can hurt you now.
For victims of sexual abuse in their fight for justice.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Leslie is sharing her nightmare for the first time on national television and only with Elizabeth.
Did he say anything to you when you were saying no meant no and I don't want this? He just ignored you?
Ignored it completely. Did not acknowledge it. I didn't exist.
Leslie Barton says her nightmare began at one of Mark Winner's tanning salons on Chicago's North Shore.
It's a different name now. It's still a tanning salon. It was called the Tanning Oasis.
Is it hard for you to be back?
It's not easy.
She says she asked Winner if a friend could use her membership for one day at the salon.
He turned and looked at me. He's like, "No, you can't." And he's screaming at the top of his lungs.
Later that evening, she says she visits a neighborhood bar with a friend.
And I was at this, Cheers type place near my house that everyone really does know your name.
And she's surprised to see a neighbor sitting there with Mark Winner.
I said, "You screamed at me as a customer in your tanning salon." I said, "You really need to get that anger under control." And then he started getting very angry again.
Really?
And I walked away.
When who should appear moments later but Mark Winner, with a peace offering in his hand.
He shows up with a drink. And he said, "You know what, you're right. I'm so sorry."
And then, in what Leslie will forever remember as the biggest mistake in her life, she says she took the offered drink from Winner.
And I drank maybe half of it. And I sat and talked to them for a while. It was already pretty late. And I was really getting, kind of tired.
So you're feeling pretty sure then that he had drugged your drink?
Pretty sure. I can never prove it. I mean, I never felt like this. It was this fog, this strange fog.
She says Winner then offered to take her out for food.
And I'm like, no, I don't think so. He's like, "Come on, I know you're your neighbor. You go to my tanning salon."
She agrees to go and then says Mark Winner pulls the car up to a stop, not at a restaurant, but at his tanning salon.
I'm like, "Where are we?" He has me walk in first. He's behind me, and so my back's to him. And I hear the turn of the lock.
So he's locked you in with him?
And at that moment, my whole body cringed. I mean, everything in me just went, it just stopped. I'd lose time again. And when I woke up, I'm standing inside one of the tanning rooms. And I turn around and I see him, and he's standing in the doorway, blocking my way out.
Leslie says she tried to force her way past him, but that's when Mark Winner made his move.
And he lifted me up and slammed me down on the tanning bed. And he's strangling me.
What was going through your mind when he grabbed your neck?
And I'm thinking, this isn't happening. This can't be happening. He's gonna kill me. I'm certain of it, he's gonna kill me. And he just squeezes tighter and tighter around my neck. I wanted to live. I wanted to live. I somehow gurgled out, "You stop, stop, I'll stop fighting." And then he got back on me and he raped me. I just no longer existed in that moment. I was gone.
Next,
Deep breath.
Leslie Barton faces the gut-wrenching decision: speak out or stay silent.
My identity, my self-worth, it was just taken in an instant.
Mark Winner?
And Elizabeth goes on the hunt for Mark Winner.